Hello everyone, welcome to the 11th video on using Excel as database. In this video we are going to talk about how to give Excel the application look. Let's get started. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's open our workbook. So here is our old workbook in which we have certain already built up some tables and input sheet and output sheet. Now we don't want the Excel worksheet to enter our data. What we want is an application look, and that application look comes from user form. So let's go to developer, go to Visual Basic, and Visual Basic is on my right screen. So here it is. So first of all, what I need to do is I need to insert a user form. Once user form is here, then with the help of toolbox, I can design my input sheet. For example, this is my user box, and let's change the caption to, you can't see, why can't you see? All right, I hope that now you can see my screen. Yeah, should be working fine. So here is my user form. What I was trying to do is I was trying to change the caption, and caption should be input inputs. Let's say inputs. And if you go, I go back to my Excel, I know that I need to enter these 11 fields: name, father name, address, date of birth, and so on. So let's go back and create these. And where is my toolbox? My toolbox is always on the other screen. Anyways, so these are the inputs. I have TextBox. TextBox will be used. The label will be used to show the headings, and the text box will receive the data. So first of all, let's create the label, and this label I should change the font. Instead of Ahoma, it should be Verdana, my favorite, and let's say this should be somewhere around 80. Okay, good, looks good. Okay, and then instead of label 1, this should be name, right? Name, father's name, name, and let's make it a bit broad. And then what I will do is I will copy it, so I don't have to change font and everything again and again. Paste this, I will drag over here and here. So this will be now father's name, and let's say the next one would be address and date of birth. This would be date of birth, and then we will have mobile number and email address. I need to make some adjustment in the spacing. Now this looks better. No, yeah. So this is the hard part when you want to give your workbook application look. This is very laborious task when you are designing a screen. Mobile number, and then it was, I think, email address. And after that, we have date of joining and designation. Date of joining. Designation. Department qualification. Department. Qualification. And then current pay. The last one is current pay. Okay, so these are our labels, and now we need to have the text boxes to receive the input. So out of this, this is the text box. I will select this and paste it over here, right? So this is the text box. I think that we can change the size. Okay, and let's change font of this one too, the text box, and this would be, again, this will be Verdana, my favorite, and let's say this would be 18. Okay, so here it is. So this is, as you can see, this is text box 1. So if I Control C, copy this and paste this, I can have another copy. Okay, another copy, and so on. One can go here, this will go here. I think this is not state of joining and the last. So here is perfect. Yeah, so let's fix this one and this one and this one and then. So how do it look? I think it's not perfect, but it is fine. There should be some space between these text boxes, but for the timing it is fine. So let's close this and open this. Okay, what we have now, we have name, and this is text box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's name these text boxes, because this will be helpful when we are going to refer. We should be knowing that this refers to what. So I would say, instead of text box 1, I would say this should be TName. So this is now name of the text box. This should be, instead of text box 2, TFName. This should be TAddress. This should be TDateofB, and this is Tmobile. This is Temail. Then we will have TDateofJ. Then there is TDesig. then department. Oh, sorry, this was label it. What I have done wrong? This is the TextBox designation. Yeah, now it's fine. This should be TDepart. TQual, and this should be TPay. Okay, we have new names to refer for our input boxes. And once the input is there, then what we need to do is we need to post. So we need to have a button. So we need to have a button. Where's the button? Here it is. So we need to have a button. This button should say post. And again, we need to change the font. And 16 should be enough. Yeah. So this is our design of our application, or this is the design. This is the application look we are trying to give. And let's insert a new module and rename this module to app look. And we can say sub show app. Okay, and if you recall, what is the name? User form 1. So I would say user form 1 dot show. Okay, and we can have this when our workbook starts. So if when it opens, we would say run the macro, and that macro is, what is the name of the macro? vShow app. So Control C. This workbook, when it opens, just run this macro. Let's save our workbook. Let's close this. Okay, and reopen it. So you can see, this is the application look. So I can't do anything right now. I can enter something, but it will not be saved, right? So if I say post, nothing will happen. So let's close this. And here is my workbook, and I want to save the data, and I want to save the data in HR data table. So the problem is, there is no problem. The next step would be to create the macro to post the data. So what we are going to do, we are going to simply go to our editing or the post updates, not updates, but the original ones. So where is current posting? Post entry. So I will pick up whole of this, Control A, Control C, and I will go to user form. And because I want to post when this is clicked, so I will go to view code, and this is command1.click. So I will paste. Now I will edit it. It will be simpler this way. So there will be no sub and no and sub. No and sub. You can see it, or you want me to zoom? I can zoom it a bit. Okay. Go to home. So let's start from here. Dim. Okay, no problem. This workbook.activate. Select input sheet. Right. What I want to do, I want to pick up the data from the text boxes, and I want to place them in a certain sheet. I don't want to change the sheet. Okay, fine. So what I need to know is in which row I'm going to paste the data. So let's go to Excel first and see if we know where we are going to post. No. So let's copy the where it was, we created, yeah, here it is. So let's copy this and paste this equation here. So these are the total rows, and blanks are 1048554. So the difference is 22. We can see till 22 everything is filled, rest is blank. So we are going to post an E23. So let's pick up E23 first. E23. So don't need to, okay, this workbook activate, this is fine. Then what I'm going to need is, I need the E3 value, or right, I need the E1 value. So row is equal to range, and that range would come from HR data range. I need to follow the format E1 dot value. So I know in which row I'm going to post. Great. So then I will start my posting. So first I'm going to post my name. So name should be TName. I will get the value from TName, but where I'm going to write it, I am going to write it in Control C in HR data, not in A, not in E, but A, and the row we have just got dot value is equal to TName. Great. So I want to do this for say 11 times. Control V, 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 and Control V. So it will be A, then B, then C, then D, then E, then F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. And we need to post till I think this is L. Yeah, perfect, till L. Okay, so first was TName, then father name, right? Then it was address, date of birth. You see, these are the text boxes names we created. Address, you can have text box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it through the loop, you can use the reference as cells, and without changing the name of the text box, you can create a loop that will change text box 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that can be done, but this is how I would like to do, because if future I want to change something, this is easy. Even that is easy. Do whichever way that suits you. Both are fine. What I'm saying is, instead of using this range, what you can do is you can say worksheet HR data, then cells 1,1 dot value is equal to text box 1. So if you create a loop, say for A is equal to 1 to 11, and then you have here next A, so what you can do is you can have text box and A. So this will change every time the loop runs, and in HR data you want to change the column number. So the row will be vRow, and the column will change with A. So this is within 3 lines you can do this, right? So this is also quick. So let me cut this out. So when I leave this code in the description, you can get this. Let me copy it somewhere else, or I can leave it here. I can leave it here and change it to comments. So if any one of you want to try this, you can try this. Okay. So right now we are not using this, which is also perfectly all. So first it will be TName, put the father name, address, and then we will have date of birth. We are doing it the long way. Date of birth. Then we have mobile number, Tmobile, and then maybe the email, date of joining, and then we would have designation, department, and qualification, and then the current page. So I have missed something. Name, father name, address, date of birth, mobile number, email, date of joining, designation, department, qualification, and oh, this was starting from, is it all right? So these are actually 10. Yeah, you know, the first one is the serial number. So this is the problem. Okay, let me complete this, and this should be front page. So it was page. So this should be, so everything will be changed. And how I'm going to change this? In A, what I want to have is, this should be actually B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. So this is corrected, but in A, I want to have the serial number. So what I know is that serial number is with difference of 2 with the row number, and this should go in A. So once it is done, there is no need to go into input sheet. Okay. So data is posted. So let's say I'm not going to post right now this username and password. That can be done without any problem. Or if you want to do it, what we need to do, we need to go to M, N, and O, and we need to have computer name, username, and definitely date and time. So this is done, and we don't need this now. So we need the message box, and so let's say we don't have. So this is simple now. This is done. So let's go and post an entry, and let's see if anything gets. So let's save this and go to anywhere. Let's say in test sheet. In the input sheet, I have another button, say, and this is say, okay, wrong button. Insert a button and show app. This would be show input form. Great. So let's run this, and we have our form. So let me enter 1, 2, 3. So if anything is missing, we would know 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, what happened? I will talk about it. That's it. This is 10 and this is 11. So let's post this. Posting done. Okay, close, and let's go to HR sheet and see if anything has got posted. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So every field is being posted. Now the problem was when I go to my input form, if I keep pressing tab, this should go in sequence, but you can see from the email when I press tab, this jumps to front page. Why this is happening? Because when I was copy pasting the text boxes, when I was designing the text box at this space, I moved the text box to the bottom, so the sequence was changed. So how to correct this sequence? Let's go back to our Visual Basic, and if you go to user form and click on the text box, you will see there is an option which says tab index, and the tab index is 11, right? And then we have tab index of, in the second box we have tab index. Where is tab index? This is 12. Tab index, let me bring it up. So this one is tab index 13, fine, 14, 15, 16, and then 21. This should be not 21 but 17. This should be 18. This should be 19, and this should be 20, and this should be 21. This is fine. So let's go back and create a form and play with the tab. Perfect. Okay, so let's say this time this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So let's post these entries. Posting done. Go to our table, and you can see everything is posted in sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So this is our application look. Let's close this, save it, and open our workbook again, and you can see the form opens automatically. What if I don't want to see the application? So I can say application dot visible is equal to false, and I can use this command when I want to before close, where is before save, before close, I want to reverse this. Application dot visible is equal to true, and let's save this, and let's close this, and let's close this again, and let's open our workbook. And you can see now I have this application look. If I say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, and I say post. Posting done. Where is Excel? You don't know. But if I close this, I can go to Excel, but we can disable this one too. We can disable it, but let's say on the form, we have another button. We have another button. So where is my toolbox? Oh, let me show it. We have another button, and this time this button says save and close, and the font would be again Wordana. You have to understand my feeling about it. Okay, so let's try again. So first we have to code this one. So once it is click this workbook.save and this workbook.close. Okay, so let's save the file and close it and open it again, and we have our form. Save and close. Okay, Excel's open itself again, and I am okay. I don't know why it's happening twice, but done. Yeah, so I have my Excel back, but if I open this workbook, Excel is gone. So posting is good, and I have my application look. I hope you like the idea. If you have any questions, but there was something else we need to do. Yes, we don't want user to go to Excel. Okay, so let's open Excel. Is it open? It's already open, I think. So let's open this up. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to disable that. So if I go to user form and I want to disable this one, how I can do this? Let me think about it. There was an option somewhere here. I think that was not an option over here, but I need to code. If I go to properties, and this was something query close. Yeah, query close. So when I say query close, I will say user form one dot show. So this is the top right cross. When this is going to click, it will show the form again. So this will not allow the form to be closed. So let me delete this. And what else I need to do? So if I want to close this, I need to have a button, otherwise I will stuck with this forever. So let me for time being have a button which will not be there. Let me put it over here, so I can recall this is a temporary button, and I would say user form one dot height. Okay, so let's test it out. First save our file, go to input, show input form. So once form is there, if I want to close it, oh, what happened? Debug user form one dot show, and what is the error? Already displayed. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to show it, but first I have to hide it. Okay, so now it's done, I think. So let's try to close it. It is there. I'm clicking on the mouse, but it is still, the form is still there. So let's enter some garbage and post it. Oh, what happened? stop. Let's what happened. Posting done. Okay, great. And posting done, great. And it is hidden now. So this is how you control the user form so that user cannot access Microsoft Excel table, right? So if you like this video and you get new concepts, think about giving this video a thumbs up or liking this video. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I will answer them